Greetings, Trekkies! With the release of Strange New Worlds Season 2, I'm reviving the show where I explore with you what I like and dislike. And at the end, give it a rough ranking against the roughly 800 other episodes of Trek. I would like the intro to go now.
Initial thoughts. Part 1. Initial thoughts. Part 1. Initial thoughts.
Today, we're talking Episode 1 of Season 2, The Broken Circle. This is a very good establishing episode for the show's second season. It gives us a look at where our characters are and hints at what could be coming in the not-too-distant future. Resuming where we left off last season, Una's in Starfleet custody, and Pike wants to get her the best lawyer. I wonder if this turns out to be Lieutenant Shaw from the TOS episode Court Martial. We never do come back to Chris supposedly shuttling to the other side of the quadrant this episode. But from teasers, we know the next episode should deal with Una's Court Martial. Today, though, with Spock in command in Pike's absence, my first like is going to setting Spock up with his classic Vulcan harp. And I think it's pretty neat M'Benga's the one to give it to him. Spock asserts himself here as a not-so-typical Vulcan by undertaking a mission to check on a distress call from La'an, despite orders to the contrary. What they find is La'an pulling her best Marion Ravenwood impression drinking Klingons under the table for money on a dilithium-rich planet that wishes the war between the Klingons and Federation was still raging to drive up the price of crystals. La'an's not done with her movie cliches as she fakes the thermal detonator at Jabba's palace while in an arms deal to sell Federation weapons to a group trying to start the war up again. M'Benga and Chapel are taken hostage for their skills while on the planet and discover a faux refit crossfield class that looks less like a pizza cutter. This is my only dislike for the episode, though. The super soldier serum the medical team take that temporarily make them great at martial arts seems awfully convenient. I did enjoy watching M'Benga in particular throw down, but it feels like a departure from Trek, which, as a whole, this episode does well. It overall feels like a classic plot executed at a high level. After destroying the faux Starfleet ship, Spock rolls a successful speech challenge with the Klingon captain, and there's this great scene of them drinking blood wine, which gets a like from me. While we're here, I'd like to give one more like for going back to closer to the TNG era Klingon makeup, and may we never try to explain why the species looks different every era again. In the same scene, April lets Spock off the hook for now, because he knows they've got bigger reptiles to fry. The Gorn will be back in our lives soon. The planet Galantir is presumably the same system mentioned that the albino once hid at during the events of DS9's Blood Oath. I've got one final like for Carol Kane, playing this mysterious character belonging to a parallel race to humans only discovered in the 22nd century on Earth. Kinda weird, but I'm here for her this season. There's still a hole in my heart for Hemmer, though. With that, let's see where this roughly belongs against 800 episodes of Star Trek. I'll give you a range between 200 and 300. It's got a classic Trek premise executed at a high level, but there's also nothing remarkable about it. It just makes me look forward to the rest of the upcoming season. If you found this informative, please consider a like and subscribe. Can't wait for more Strange New Worlds. Until next week.